you might say, okay, well, if it's just for taxes, I don't need it. Well, like we talked about before when we first started, I mean, creditor protection's a big deal. You want to make sure that you have anonymity when you're participating in things. You can still pay yourself out of the LLC. You still control the assets. You get passed through taxation through an LLC. You could file as an S corp. You do have to pay yourself a reasonable salary once it starts producing revenue, and that's somewhere between $50,000 and $70,000 a year. Is what you have to pay W-2 taxes on for self-employment tax. Anything else above that can be paid out as dividends out of the corporation. You need that structured in your operating agreement the right way. Make sure you have provisions on what cadence you're going to be taking money out of the company, you know, how that works if you have other minority owners on the cap table, blah, blah, blah. You should work with an attorney to structure, you know, your operating agreement. The other thing I would say about the operating agreement that we do very different than other people is we have specific considerations and language around digital assets in the operating agreement. The security of it, governance around it, the legal component there in Wyoming. There's legislation that's very beneficial for digital assets. All of that's curated in the language that we have as one of the verticals that you can invest in when it comes to this LLC that manages alternative investments. The other reason we structure it that way and not as a holding company that manages crypto is when you go to set up a bank account and you say, hey, this is my company to manage my crypto, they're not going to set up your bank account. It's not going to matter where you go. If you say this is a holding company that I use to invest in alternative assets, that could be real estate, could be private equity, could be private credit, other things, gold, silver, they'll be like, oh, okay, sure.